We have so many exciting roller coasters opening here in the UK over the next few years. You've got the tallest and fastest in the country that's going to open, and that's actually not above sea level now, it's going to be above the ground. Screw you, Blackpool. You have replacements, retracks, and one that I will be mentioning that is sort of a reoccurring speculation. Now, these coasters all look fantastic, but the big question on everyone's minds is what will be the best ones? And that is why I'm here today to discuss the top 5 newest roller coasters coming soon to the UK. Now, I would have just done one for 2024, and there probably are adequate amount of coasters to do that, but considering there's only one that we know about that's further than next year, why not make it about the ones that are coming soon, not just next year? I'm scoping out much further into the future. And as always, if you do go on to enjoy this video and you want to see more just like this, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. The premise and layout of this video will consist of listing 5th place in my top 5 first, following all the way up to the first place position. That is how a top 5 list works, funnily enough. Today, I've actually decided I'm only going to give you number 3, and that's it. But yeah, this list has been very difficult to make because, well, all the coasters that are coming in the next few years look amazing. But this list is my definitive opinion about this debate. And if you want to leave yours in the comments below, please do. And another reason why it was difficult is because there's one coaster that's been rumoured to open next year that I've heard nothing about. Like, normally you can tell, oh, that coaster's opening next year, it's gone through planning permission. No, I don't know anything. And that is a new ride potentially coming to Southport Pleasureland up in Southport. No, really? But they've been rumoured for years now, like absolute yonks, to be getting a brand new coaster, which is set to be some sort of Zamperla lightning model, I believe. So, you know, there is ones out there. I don't know if it's going to be the same as them. You don't know anything about the layout, anything about the height, statistics, G-forces, or even the amount of bolts in the footers. All we know is that if we look at the other version of this model, it has a good first drop, it has some good inversions as well. It's just, you know, it looks good. But yeah, I've heard it's going to open next year. I have no idea if that's still true or whether it's actually going ahead or not. So, good start. Now we're going to move on to the actual top 5, the proper one. You're welcome. And upon realising what I've put as number 5, it's a little bit scuffed because I've put a top 5 new coaster list. At number 5, 2 new coasters. That being the dueling Lego racers at Legoland Windsor. I guess they are just the same layout mirrored, so I can get away with that. These racing coasters are going to race down the hillside right near Duplo Valley and where these water slides used to be. And it's going to be a family thrill experience. And I mean, the footers are currently in for these new coasters, so we'll probably see that go up in no time. But it better because it's set to open next year. It's going to have 2 different sides, red and blue. Each side is going to have a lift hill that will reverse back upwards and then go through the layout forwards before it gets halfway through and rolls back and does it all backwards. When dueling, the trains are going to pass by each other multiple times, which is going to be a really cool near-miss element. And it's going to be a welcome addition to the park. I mean, Legoland's last coaster was this thing. And I know it's an elite coaster, but it's also barely a coaster. So to be getting not just 1 but 2 different family thrill attractions down that hillside, I'm super excited for that to open. That being said, number 4, what could number 4 be? Now, I've actually decided on this one to put a later dated project that's on the horizon. Project Horizon at Alton Towers is number 4 on this list. This indoor roller coaster is set to be captivating and revolutionary, as the designers John Wardley and John Burton have both said respectively. And as much as we know the layout of the Legoland coasters, we don't know anything that's inside this building. It is a massive area that could easily fit the whole of the Smiler inside of it, and it's going to be set in its own little area in the back corner of the park. And the reason I have put this at number 4 and not like number 44 is because if the rumours stay persistent and stay true, this might be very cool, because the speculation right now is pointing towards an Intamin multi-dimensional coaster, or if you want to go on the cheaper side, an SBF or Zamperla product. I'm looking at you, hero. Well, there's even the option of an indoor RMC. I cannot believe people still think that might be happening. What's you on about? It is! But yeah, you know, I have just ranked a roller coaster we know nothing about over one that we know everything about. My videos make a lot of sense, I've come to realise that. But I have full faith that this will be a family thrill indoor attraction that will be awesome. It will be amazing. A really good story, some really good theming, and a fun layout. I'm big excited for this. You know what else I'm big excited for? The new coaster that comes in at number 3. Drayton Manor's new lift and launch roller coaster. This family thrill lift and launch coaster by Intamin will seat riders normally. Yes, no spinning, I'm sorry. I made a whole video saying that, oh my god, there's a label that has Drayton Manor's spinning coaster on it, and I was like, you know what? That's going to be amazing. I then had Drayton Manor themselves come to me with a statement saying that it wasn't a spinning coaster and it was a mislabeling issue, which is a bit weird, the fact that did happen. Like, how's it been mislabeled? But I digress. Spinning aside, this is still going to be a great ride. The layout we've seen Intamin make originally, which obviously won't be the same layout, but it'll be something similar, is very promising. And I mean, it may not be the fastest coaster in the world, but having a lift with a nice drop, loads of turns and airtime through theming and such, and then, of course, a launch to cap things off. Oh, it's going to be awesome. It just sounds like the ideal family coaster, a family lift and launch. We actually already have one of them in the UK, 13 at Alton Towers, you know, it has that lift at the start and then right to the end. But this one is not only a good fit for the UK itself, but it's also a very good fit for the park. They haven't had a new coaster other than Ben 10, or Accelerator as it's now known, for absolutely ages. So to get this will be very, 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 very epic. I haven't talked about this much, but we actually know now that it's going to be a Wild West theme, you know. As you can see here, the signs originally said AU. That is a bit of Wild West terminology right there, but it's also the lettering for the symbol of gold. How did we not notice this? Oh my god, my English GCSE is really helping me here. I could become a teacher in roller coaster speculation. I could analyse anything. But if it looks anything like that, that layout has potential, especially in that area that it's in. And with the theming we've seen around Drayton Manor with new areas so far, I can guarantee you this is going to be one of the best family coasters in the UK. You thought I was going to say in the world. Next up, you've probably realised which ones are coming next. We've got the two big dogs, the retracked one and the bigger than the big one. Which comes first, the Exodus or the Nemesis? Find out next time. And after a very difficult decision, and I mean this has been very difficult because I love these two so much. At number 2, we have Nemesis Reborn at Alton Towers. That may not be the official name yet, of course, Nemesis Reborn, but if I do just say Nemesis, everyone's going to think, why are you putting a already there coaster 30 years ago it was born? You're putting it on the new list. Well, as per, if you've been living under a rock, I'm sorry to hear that. But Nemesis is being completely retracked and reborn, per se. It's being rethemed and remade so it looks like this brand new coaster. And it may look like a new coaster, but actually, is it? Is it a new cred? All I've got to say on that debate is it's a piece of metal. In 2024, Nemesis will reopen better than ever with more durability, more life, and it's going to leave a way bigger impression on those who ride it. I can't wait to see the inside of that station and any work they've done behind the walls that we can't see. But with all the added theming in the area and the ambience of it, oh, it's going to be amazing. And recently as well, we saw 2 images inside of the site when it's been closed. I can't wait to go up close and see it properly soon. It looks like it's going to be an insane ride when it reopens, and I can't wait for it. And what definitely does look insane over at Thorpe Park is number 1. The UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster will be opening next year in the form of Project X. I mean, oh, it's changed name, hasn't it? It was weird saying that. Hyperia. It is officially named Hyperia now, if you didn't know, but Hyperia. The ride will take riders 236 feet in the air, drop them beneath themselves into inversions, airtime hills, splashdowns. There's just so much on this, but so little at the same time. Because yeah, as always, people were complaining about the ride being too short, but I think of it as you're going to get to that brake run and be like, what the Mac rides know how to build an intense ride. They've made it that short for a reason. Don't you worry. But if I'm being honest, Hyperia takes this number 1 spot alone purely for that first drop. Like, that's going to be one of the best drops in the world, probably. And of all places, it's going to Thorpe Park. Like, what? The ride seems to have this lovely stylized, graceful, loose theme to it, and the airtime and elements on this thing are just gonna be nuts. Thank you, Merlin, for all of the coasters you're building right now, because Jesus, they have unlimited money in sandbox mode right now. All these coasters look and sound amazing, but which one are you most excited for, and why? Leave it in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe. Bye-bye now.